Oh, we talk about various things.
Oh, but that's what's happening next Thursday?
No, that's happening.
Oh,
Um,
today?
this, yeah, I'm trying to, we there's usually a speaker, and then we're looking for speakers each week, but we're also looking for interesting things to talk about.
I got it.
And I've gotten back on the kick of SEO because most people have no idea what they're doing, right?
That's right.
And everybody's jumping on
Yay.
better than last week. For some reason, people couldn't get on last week. Hello there, Scott.
Good
Hello there,
morning.
Bill.
Yeah, no, I use the link from LinkedIn. Anybody else?
Today?
Yeah,
Yes.
No, I got Bob's
Betty,
replay.
because I know you had trouble last week. Did you use the LinkedIn or the regular link?
I used the one from LinkedIn, and then still had the one from before, and then they were the same link. So anyway, I'll just use this link now.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord, can
it
I
told
get
me there
that?
was a meeting in progress. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what did that last week. And I have a what I call a KISS philosophy. Just keep it simple and stupid, So doing repetitiveness is a rule. So we'll see how many people jump on this meeting.
Well, according to the registration, I'm now registered for like 20 meetings in a row.
yeah,
So
me too.
that ought to do it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, and hang on a second. My other phone is talking to me. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, for this week in particular, hang on, a bunch of people jumping on.
It's working.
Something's working, right?
We'll take it.
It was a little quiet last Friday, right, Bob? It was me, you, and two other people.
Yeah, and I have no idea what happened.
It was so weird.
It
Tell
was,
you
it
per-
was, it was, I haven't had anything like that, um, that I can remember.
I could tell you
Maybe
firsthand that Ed Cincinnato and Bill Schweber and myself could not get on last week.
Yeah, we had you weren't alone.
Well, at least the three of you had a party.
Bob, I think somehow maybe it created like another meeting ID that somehow wasn't matching. Like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
must be a trip in the system.
I couldn't tell you either that or it was a Zoom problem.
There
So
probably was.
I just thought I got flagged by the I don't want to say maitre d, but by somebody who the bouncer. So that's why I couldn't get in.
the bouncer.
He found you out.
Well, and I prefer drinking over other stuff.
Well, guess what? That's what I did. So I had your kindred spirit.
Great way to start a Friday, right?
There
Well,
you
I'll tell
go.
you what I did. Seriously, here's what I did. There's a group I belong to. It's called International Authentic Networking. I love the group. Anyway, so I had a meeting with someone who's from Ireland. And so we talked about having a beer during our meeting. Well, the meeting ended up being 10 o'clock our time. So what I did was I drink so little beer, but I took an empty beer bottle and filled it with coffee the night before and put it in the refrigerator. So I drank out of the beer bottle the coffee during our 10 o'clock a.m. our time meeting. So
And I've got this thing all about laughter, that if you don't have something funny to say, you shouldn't be speaking in the first place.
That'll keep us
If
silent.
that's the case, I'd have nothing to talk about with my wife. So,
Whoa.
well, I'm going based. Wait, I didn't say that's anything good. Bob said if you don't have anything that creates laughter, so I'm going
Okay.
based on that. So,
All right, I got all sorts of stuff going on here. Burke Franklin, join in.
No problem this week.
Yay.
Oh, we got a number of people in this meeting.
missed you. It's for some of us, it's 2 weeks since we've seen you.
And so don't forget to put your contact info in the chat.
Thank
including
you.
Your LinkedIn link. Get started in about a minute.
Perfect. Perfect. Everybody have a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
far,
the
so
week-
good.
Well, maybe something we could all talk about. Hey there, Phil.
Morning, everyone. How y'all doing?
Y'all?
Y'all.
Out?
All yes, all y'all.
That's my kind of guy.
Finally, somebody
Hello.
speaking proper English.
That's for sure.
Now we just need to get a bowl of grits on the table and we're in great shape.
Yeah.
Instead,
Good point.
how about hot cereal, oatmeal instead?
There you go. Healthy for you.
There we got a mascot there, David. Can we see your mascot?
She's been needy all morning.
Oh.
Good morning, Gabrielle. Say happy Friday. Happy
Oh.
Friday.
All right, let's get going here. Welcome everybody. My name is Scott Harrell. I'm hosting today with Bob, the Mycity networking group focused on LinkedIn and helping grow each other's business. We're going to allow you each to take about 1 minute to introduce yourselves. Tell us how you learned about the group. If you're a guest today, tell us who introduced you and what you're looking for to help grow your business today. Glad to see everybody here. Let's start out with you, Bob. Good morning.
Well, you know what? I think what I'm going to speak about today, we don't have a speaker, right?
No, we have a topic, so you're
Yeah, topic's AI, I thought.
snowballing that one.
Well, actually the topic is SEO. And we could probably have Roy talk a little bit about that, but you know what, I made a conscious decision to go back to something that people had seen because of AI and everything else. We've gotten away from the real topic, which is how do you grow your business, right?
That's the one.
That's the
So
one.
what I thought I would do is I could use Scott Harrell's account later when it's time to speak, and we'll show an example of on his LinkedIn, because LinkedIn's a search engine. It doesn't quite follow the exact same principles as all the other search engines do, but you know, there's things called Boolean is a form of how when you put quotes around a key phrase,
Type
it'll
of
take
search.
the
yeah.
entire phrase. So anyway, that's me. And you know me, I'm a LinkedIn junkie.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thanks, Bob. So if we're going to use my LinkedIn, we're going to call it the before version because I'm planning a major redesign in the next couple of weeks. So, but
Right.
I'm Scott Harrell. My business is Lifetree Prosperity. I'm a business and financial advisor, and my main focus is insurance, life, health, medical, long-term care, but also ways and I can help business owners reduce their overhead expenses in a big way. I'm based in Long Beach. I'm looking to connect with CPAs and business owners and other centers of influence. And we're next going to move to Roy Dickin. Morning, Roy.
Yes, okay, I'm unmuted. Great. Yeah, Roy Dickin. I have a thing called niche domination. I make it possible for businesses to dominate their niche. And for over 14 years, it's been entirely SEO based. And then I combined it with Google My Business, which became Google Business Profile, and then LinkedIn. And now this year, I'm combining it with AI because of all the possibilities that exist. So for people who don't want to do websites and all that stuff, because it's very difficult, and if you want to do it, I can certainly help with that. And I love it because I know how to deal with Google and the search engines and all the things that they change on a regular basis, so we can stay on top of it all. But if you don't want to deal with all that, you just want to purchase leads that are SEO leads, specifically for the kind of things that you offer, then now I've just put that in place and I can offer that now. Some people call it, well, some people, our group sometimes calls it pre-targeting. I call it done for you SEO results, but whatever, however you want to look at it. But it will bring you people that are searching right at the moment as if they were searching on your website. They're searching out there, so they're brought right to you. And if you can throw them right into a funnel, I mean, you can take as many leads as you want any minute of the day. And it can be a really powerful lead generation method. We just put it into place. So this is brand new stuff.
All right. Who's next?
Scott, you're muted. Scott, you're muted.
I had a whole speech prepared. Sorry. Thank you, Roy. Now we're going to move to Bill Schweber. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. Bill Schweber. I do IT data forensics for usually major litigation. I've been doing it for 25 years or so. Enjoy it. I also have a lot of connections to attorneys and accountants, and I run a networking group that's focused on attorneys and accountants. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Marsh is the one that you can hold responsible for me being here.
Shame on you, Mark.
Thank you. And next we've got Roy's cohort, Betty Withrow. Good morning, Betty.
Good morning, Scott, and good morning, everyone. I'm Betty Withrow, the Writer's Launchpad. I do collaborate with Roy on various projects. I'm the content creator of all sorts of things based on what your specific need is. If you don't have time to write your book and you're an expert, I will write it for you. If you have a book in mind and you don't know quite how to write it, I will coach you. If your book is already ready for editing, I will edit for you. If you need a video script, or any of those types of things, anything related to communication. I'm deeply into collaboration. I have people in various fields that can connect you with the resources that you need if I don't do those things myself. So I'm looking for people who are experts, who have any of the needs I've just described. And it's a real pleasure to be here with everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, Betty. And next we've got David T. Good morning, David.
Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, Mycity people. David T here with Coldwell Banker. I am based out of Greater LA with a focus in the San Gabriel and San Fernando Valleys. I specialize in residential, multifamily, and real estate investments for my clients. So we've been seeing a uptake of buyers that are coming onto the market because rates are a little bit off of its market highs from last year. I had a client that was asking me, oh, what's the best way to refer you? So it's like the triple D. David deals with divorces and unfortunately deaths. Death is, 100%. And unfortunately, here in California, the divorce rate is pretty high itself. I bring those up because I'm actually part of another networking group just for divorce transition professionals, where we do help clients that are going through, a tough divorce and helping them with guidance and financial support. So David deals with divorces and deaths. So think of me in real estate, where these unfortunate life changes do happen, but we do our best to help clients manage through these unfortunate times. So David with Coldwell Banker, happy Friday.
David, you feel that earthquake Sunday morning?
You know what? I missed it. I was in the car putting out my open house signs.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 4.5, right?
4.5, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, don't worry. It's Southern California. There's another one coming along soon.
Seriously, right? Yeah.
4.5 is no big deal. That's for sissies.
True, unless it's right under you.
Yeah. These things start
All right,
breaking.
thank you, everybody. And next we got Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe.
Hi, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. My name is Moshe Math. I am a partner in a company called Neurotrain Sciences. And best way to describe our system is it looks similar to massage chairs, but it's using sound, light, and vibration. It's to take your mind and body through a voyage leading to relaxation through brainwave entrainment. And so the best way to describe brainwave entrainment is when your computer freezes up and it's either too heavy or too expensive to throw against the wall in frustration. You turn it off and on again and hope it forgot had a problem. And that's what we're doing with the brain. The other thing I'll add is I was at an event in Massachusetts, Framingham. This goes back about 12, 13 years ago. And someone asked me, what does your system do? And I said to her, you see that glass of wine in your hand? And she said, yes. I said, our system does what that does without the calories and the after effects.
All righty, thank you, Moshe. Love that analogy. And if people are into hi-fi audio, Framingham, Mass, that's the home of Bose. Just a little tidbit for you. Phil Wolfstein. Good morning, Phil.
Well, good morning. Great to be here today. Phil Wolfstein with Zoom Business Brokers, a certified business broker. And what I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business. And as I like to always say that getting the business ready to sell and actually marketing business for entrepreneurs in the $500,000 to really to the $20 million a year sales pace, 3 employees to 50 employees, about is a process. It is for every company, but it's a process that typically takes 7 to 9 months. Most people think of it as an event. Oh, I'm going to sell my business and it'll just somehow happen because I know a few guys in the business and I got a guy that told me 6 months ago that it might be interested. That's not how businesses really sell. It's something that requires planning. Strategic plan is great. The sooner the better. They say, like, when is the best time to plant a tree? Would be 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Is right now. And if you're thinking about selling your business, an exit plan, or retiring at some point, the sooner you start planning that process. And for me, that starts with the broker opinion of value, the better. That said, last week we we had that AI conversation, and I thought it was really interesting. If I can't quickly, I take too much time, but there was in the business brokerage industry, they had a webinar. It was yesterday, the day before that I was on, and they were doing exactly what we were doing in this group, but sharing it within the industry group. How are you using AI, Grammarly, Chat GPT, and some Google tools? How are you using these tools to enhance your business and increase productivity? I thought it was very interesting that we sort of, without even sort of pre-planning that or a webinar, we were right on track about what we were doing, how we're sharing it and using it. Anyway, sorry to take so much time. That's what I do.
Awesome. I use Grammarly all the time. I paid for the upgrade. It was worth it.
Did they mention anything about fixing the autocorrect and all the text messages? That's still a shit show.
Yeah, that's an ongoing concern, but oh well. Next, we got a guy who always has something interesting to say. Russell Lookadoo. Good morning, Russ.
Well, thank you, Scott. I'm not sure always is true. Always and never are absolutely never right. Right, Betty? You don't ever use that.
You just did it. You just did it.
Well picked up. Yeah. Russell Lookadoo, the HR guy for small business. My purpose in life is to work with business owners to align their team with their dream. So I got two questions for you. Do any of you know any business owners? Raise your hand. If you know a business owner. Have you ever seen that business owner? My employees are driving me nuts. When you see that, that's your cue. Give the HR guy a call. Love living in Southern California. The earthquakes are kind of like living on a roller coaster sometimes, but the palm trees make it worth it.
All right. Thanks, Russ. And next up, who's just took a sip, Rebecca Hodges. Good morning, Rebecca.
Morning. So I'm Rebecca. I don't live in California, so I don't get all the nice sunshine like everybody else or the earthquakes. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I am currently working for a global tech company as one of their culture coaches. Really, it's just a fancy way of saying I'm the HR person. So I coach and mentor a team of 75 developers from all over the world. And yeah, this is my first time being here. I've been invited to a few of them, but work was crazy. So now I'm here to see what this meeting is and everything like that. I don't really have much else to say.
Who invited you, Rebecca?
Bob did.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Great to have you here.
Do you do
welcome.
HR for a company or for other companies?
For a company.
Okay. Have you posted your there? I see you. Okay, great. Thank you, Rebecca. And good morning, Debbie Voris.
Morning, everybody. I'm your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health problems and create a custom natural holistic strategy for mind, body, and soul. And today I'd like to share my Beach Reveal retreat, which includes my 6-month weight release journey with a couple months of accountability that's tied into the participant of writing their transformational story in a chapter of a book in the House of Influence Retreat Center in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm looking to fill the seats before March 1st or April 4th, because that's when the weight transformation will start. And then, of course, the retreat is November 6th to the 13th. So if you guys know of anybody, that's my ask, who wants to, revitalize their health and release weight, reach out to me. It's a great program because it becomes a celebratory award that will drive them with emotion and passion to achieve their health and weight transformation. Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie. I'm sure nobody here needs to lose any weight, right?
And you get to write a story in a chapter of a
Yeah.
book. So
Losing weight is easy. Finding it's easier. That's the problem.
it's really releasing weight. That's why I said a release journey. Because when you lose it, you'll find it. You'll find it again. You release it, it's gone.
Awesome. Yeah, Debbie's got some fantastic programs. You should definitely check it out. And the Human Rolodex returns. I haven't seen it in a while. Alan Holmes, good morning. You're muted. There you go.
I have to find the unmute button. I apologize. Thank you so much, Scott. Bob and all the family. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while. Alan Holmes from Southern California. I specialize in connecting business owners, entrepreneurs, and consumers with unique and innovative resources. Yes, the Human Rolodex or human search engine. My focus is today is just kind of I kind of wrote it down. I'm working on revamping my summer offer bundle package, and it consists of aligning, assisting individuals who are with credit, whether they want to remove credit, a marketing system. I have a system that actually allows you to generate revenue up to $500 before you actually make a purchase. It's a marketing system that I'm alliance with it, a new banking system, and also, of course, I cannot forget the wonderful business in a box, which you'll hear about Bert Franklin later. I'm an affiliate with him, so I want to get that in front of a lot of clients. And last but not least, a platform that I've been kind of still learning and everything. It's called a knock card. It allows me to put any business on their built-in social platform. So I would love to get on, reconnect with a lot of you on a one-on-one and figure out how I can put that your business on the specific tailored marketing system called the knock card. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here. And happy Friday to all of you.
Thank you, Alan. Great to see you again. And next up, Jacob Bassett. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning. Jacob Bassett here in Illinois. We're about 45 minutes outside of downtown Chicago. I'm with a company called Preferred Funding Group, where we have direct relations with major banks and credit unions to offer some unique alternative programs for startups as well as small business owners to get some growth and expansion capital, both through cash as well as revolving credit cards. That way the startups can build and establish their business credit history. But we have no industry restrictions. So we're pretty open to working with business owners, investors, and technically kind of individuals who are looking to purchase a business, say from Phil Wolf's team there at Zoom Business Brokers. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. And now we move to Burke Franklin. Good morning, Burke.
Good morning, everybody. Burke Franklin from up in Carpinteria, California. Another nice day. I was invited by Bob Friedenthal. We go, I don't know how far back we go, Bob. Anyway, businesspowertools.com is what I've got. My flagship product is for writing a business plan. It's called Biz Plan Builder. You can find it at bizplanbuilder.com. And the idea is, like when Phil said, you know, you're going to sell your business. Well, you're going to need a plan. The plan is going to validate the value for it. I'd say your business plan is probably your hardest working document in business, because when you start out, you want a roadmap. First, figure out, is this business idea of yours even going to work? And then once you get going, do you need to raise capital? If you need any kind of money, whether it's an SBA loan, a regular bank loan, a loan from friends and family, which might even be most difficult, or any kind of investor, or when you sell your business, you need a business plan. And so there's that. And it's at businesspowertools.com. And when I showed Business Power Tools to Michael Gerber, what he said was, I'm going to read his quote: "The customizable encyclopedia of everything you need to know about your business, but we're afraid to ask." And what it is it's an online dashboard full of done-for-you documents, videos, spreadsheets, letters, the business plan. And the secret sauce is that it's written already for you. The 80% of the work is already done. It's not like the business plan you get from SCORE, the SBA, where it's a blank sheet of paper. It says, describe your management team here, and you agonize over what you need to say, because it's for $27 a month. If you guys are worth at least $100 an hour, that's 15 minutes worth of your time. And it's going to save you 20 to 30 hours a month. That's $2,000 to $3,000 worth of savings. So don't go for the free thing because it's free. Invest a little something, get it right. Anyway, I can go on. businesspowertools.com. Thanks.
Awesome. Good stuff. Thank you, Burke. The next up, Maury Zalkovich. Good morning, Maury.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I kind of wanted to be a fly on the wall, but I guess I don't get to be a fly on the wall. So I'm kind of like Moshe in a way. As a matter of fact, his name is my name in Hebrew. So we're more alike than we realize. I'm a brainwave entrainment engineer. I create audio and visual stimulation techniques that alter brainwave activity. My work's used by doctors and clinicians all over the world to treat Alzheimer's disease and in Alzheimer's research for PTSD, depression, anxiety, stress, sleep disorders, peak performance, and so many other things. The brain is the CPU of your life. Without it, you don't know what's going on around you. If we can optimize your brain, we can optimize everything about you. My work is easy to use. It's a download or a stream. All you need is a pair of headphones, bone conduction, or normal headphones. And that's all you need. You can do it anywhere. You can do it on the airplane, on a train, in a car, as long as you're not driving. And if anyone's interested, I'll put my info in the chat. Feel free to get back. What I'm really looking for, though, is not individual sales. I'm looking for business partners, people who know how to scale a business. I've been doing this 45 years, my research, 20 years products, and it's time to grow this and get it out there with mental health being such an issue. Thanks.
I've listened to your recordings. They're really interesting. It's good stuff.
Thanks, Burke. Appreciate you.
I was
Yeah, I
thinking you
think
should get it, have Moshe, put the headphones on his clients when he's using his machine or his stuff, and they could listen to you, and then they get a card from him, and they could come to you and get, buy your thing from him, but they get a taste of it by listening to it while he's working them over. Just a thought.
Working them
so-
over. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, thanks. We also have sounds and so forth in different sound programs as well. So, and that's why I'm such a fan of Maury's work.
Yeah, Maury's audios are great, you guys. You need to check them out.
Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, Scott.
Yes, I have a bunch myself.
Scott,
Yes.
I like to go. I'm going to have to cut out pretty quick.
Well,
Is that
you're
okay?
up next anyway, Frank. So perfect timing. Go for it.
Frank Garcia, Insurance KO. I'm a benefit specialist. What does that mean? I'm currently now working with a plumbing company to retain group health benefits for their employees because they can't keep qualified plumbers on the job. They want health insurance. They want benefits. I'm working with another employer group that we're doing a key man life insurance to retain this key
I'm
employee.
getting the audio's cutting out. Can you all hear Frank?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Okay. Working with an employer for key employee coverage to retain this employee so that he is looking at buying the business going 3 to 5 years out. Another case I'm working on is some long-term care and coverage for a marriage therapist doctor who works with people in divorce. So she knows what's going on in regards to the need for long-term care. I'm also a registered Social Security analyst. So if you know anybody or thinking about it, I'm able to do a roadmap analysis in regards to when should you apply for Social Security, when should your spouse apply for it. So a lot of the questions like that, I can help you get those answered. Frank Garcia, Insurance KO. It's great to be here. We knock out your worries. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good to be
Next,
seen.
we've got Ed Cisnato. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning. Good morning. And I also stimulate your brain, but in a different way. I send you on beautiful, curated vacations where you can immerse yourself in the culture of the country or countries that you're in. I also send you on relaxing vacations where you don't have to do anything except think about waking up the next morning. I'm with Edward Cisnato and Associates Dream Vacations. We are part of the country's largest full-service travel agency. I've got 10 associates working with me in various areas. I have one who does romance travel, one who does luxury travel, another one who does 55 plus travel. I specialize in groups. I've got another one that specializes in educational travel, and we're here for you. This is our busiest season right now. January through March is called wave season. It's when the suppliers are giving us our best offers. I've already booked $130,000 this month. We started out kind of slow, but picked up this past week. And that's well over what I did last year. So give us a call. There's no fees for our services, and I would love to work with you.
Thanks, Ed. Looks like it's going to be a great year. Next up, we got Kevin Calliop. Kevin, good morning.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. They call me Coach K for you. And they do that because I have 4 decades experience as a business owner. And what I do is I bring commerce to communities. Like with many of you, I've heard many of you talking about retention and helping companies find employees, helping them decide benefits and all of that. I too am a financial professional, been in the industry since 1987. How I help my clients and why I'm here is I do something most people don't do very well. Certainly most men. I know how to listen. Yeah, that part. I'm a trained certified mediator since 92, and I've taken that skill set and embodied it in my delivery of how I help my clients. What we do is we listen first, take about 20 minutes, discover where the pain is like a financial physician. And with my forensic listening, I'm able to apply your need through my 40 years of processing businesses. I've run my own business for that long. I've helped companies win contracts, $1.7 million, 3 years out at the John Wayne Airport. I'm the guy that put Stevie Wonder's radio station in Inglewood. I was the broker on that deal. And I just love working with people that want to work on deals that close. I'm Coach K for you, the number 4, the letter U, and you can find us at CoachK4U.com. I say that because just like another guy, Coach K, we both started in 1979 helping people.
Yeah, but I went to North Carolina, so that blew your credibility.
Well, that's because I coach businesses and not basketball. And although I'm 6'3", some people think I am a basketball coach. I will end on this. My desired clientele is the agents that work with the NBA, because I'm in Inglewood and I work with SoFi Stadium, the radio station, and now the Intuit Dome. Gonna work with the Clippers a lot closer. If you got any referrals to any NBA agents, that's who I'm looking for right now. I'm Coach K for you.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate that. Very interesting. You know, I went to a concert at the YouTube Theater recently. I thought this whole complex is so impressive. It's really created a new dynamic in the LA area, and it's much appreciated. We got everything here, folks. What a town. And we also have friends from all over the country like Corey Northington. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Friday morning in their locations across the country and internationally. And me, I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield PPLSI. So that means that we have a great monthly subscription to amazing portfolio of legal and identity theft coverage. So I'm no attorney, but I work with attorneys across the country to provide these services to business owners. So whether you're trying to review contracts, need to know different areas of the law. So through a great monthly subscription, you have the ability to unlock your business to new heights and everything else. And we also have like personal family plans as well. So if you're trying to get your will done. So just a quick fact, like 70% of all Americans don't have a current or up-to-date will, but 100% of us are going to lead this planet in one sense or another. So make sure you got your affairs in order and everything like that. So just here to be a connection, to help out and to grow what's important to you guys. So with that, I left my information in the chat. Be glad to do any one-on-ones and hope each and every one of y'all are having a great day. I thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. We have a guest. I can't see him, but you're welcome to say hello, Kurt Roskopf. Good morning, Kurt. There he is. Can't hear you.
All right, there we go. Now we're set. Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Hey,
Are you looking for an intro, or how can I help the group?
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Present. Am I presenting? What am I doing?
You're gonna say who you are, where you're located, what your business is, and who you're looking to meet.
All right, excellent. Thank you. I'm Kurt Roskoff out of Milwaukee, and I do live streaming, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live. We have distribution partners. We have a whole outlet for you to get exposed with your message. And I'm looking for people, particularly that is a lot of people we network with, people that don't have a disability, that want to look at the business opportunity, plunging our marketing plan into the business community. Those are the professionals I'm looking for. Back to you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Great to have you here. And how did you hear about our group?
Two wonderful friends by the name of Patty Lou is one, and Alan Holmes is another. So I'm hearing a great buzz about this group, and I see some other friends here. So this is great. Thanks for letting me be here.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, Bob, we got a couple minutes, so you wanted to talk about some new plans using search, SEO, and also integrating AI. Can you give us a few words, please?
Yeah, let's start with this. Most people are really, really lousy at their heading right underneath their name. And one of the things that I talk about all the time is the best way to make sure that your keyword or key phrase gets found on the search engines is by putting your main topic of who you are. Like, okay, Scott, what's your main topic? Who are you?
Well, I am a business owner and a consultant and a service provider.
Okay, what kind of consultant?
I work with small business. I help them find ways they can reduce their expenses. That would include benefits, some of their electronic processes, payment systems, lots of different opportunities there. But I also am an expert and specialist in life insurance and health and Medicare.
Okay, so those are two. Health insurance. If you put quotes around the first word at the beginning and a comma or a quote around the end word, insurance, if you put commas around both of those, that's taken as what's called a Boolean search. Boolean searches have been around for a long, long time. And what most people don't realize about LinkedIn, it is a search engine. And your searches will also be found on not only LinkedIn, but they'll be found on the internet. And I think that's an important feature to think. If you have a very distinctive heading of what you do, it's more likely to be found. All right. So what's a big topic today? Lead generation?
Certainly.
Okay. So do you generate leads? Do you help people? Are you like Alan Holmes? He calls himself a master connector, and he certainly is. He's always referring business to people. And that's a very key feature, right, Alan? Did we lose him?
No, I'm here. I just muted myself so I wouldn't run my lip.
Oh, gotcha.
I got you.
Okay, so the key to Alan is he calls himself a master connector. So if you put quotes around the first word, master, and you put your a quote after the second word, connector, make sure in your profile on LinkedIn you enter that as a Boolean search. And most people don't think about how do people find you on LinkedIn? Love to get some feedback from people. Are people finding you, or are you reaching out all the time? You're limited to 125 invites a week. But it's not only from the invites, it's after you message them, they still have to find you. Right? They have to look for you. They have to look at though they will look at your profile. And as a result of that, if they like what they're seeing, and you're making it short and sweet, right? Then they're gonna talk to you. So what do we do on LinkedIn? We invite people to connect, and then we message them, by the way. So otherwise, they're going to be just trying to sell you versus you working together as a team. I like to talk about that the real key to all this stuff is referring business back and forth. And that is a very, very powerful feature and tool to have, is when people think of you as a referral partner. So if you're not putting referral partner into your profile, I think that's a mistake. What do you think? Get some feedback on that.
Yeah, that's good stuff, Bob. And I wanted to add that LinkedIn now is a great way. For me, it's almost as good as Google for being found. And you mentioned messages. When you connect, you want to message people. This is extremely important, and LinkedIn loves it when you message people, and then if they message you back, that to LinkedIn is a powerful connection, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for people to get together, and so when you do that kind of thing, you set yourself apart.
There's over 1 billion members on LinkedIn now. When I started with LinkedIn, there was less than 300 million people, and it's now up to 1 billion. Microsoft bought them, I don't know how many years ago, for $26 billion. That's not chump change. And look what they're doing with it. So now you've got all the stuff going on with AI, right? Is that what's happening? Well, what is it that you say and you do? So
Adapt or die.
how many, let's see a raise of hands. How many people are using AI now? Keep your hand up, because I want to scroll through all this.
If you
All
get an
right,
email
so
that says, I hope this email finds you well, that means it was written by an AI. Can't help it. They all do that.
Yeah, so true. So
And people don't
all
bother to
these
edit their
things-
emails either, which is crazy.
You got to personalize it.
So incredible how our lives have changed. What is it? ChatGPT is this goes back a little way. ChatGPT, I looked quite a while ago, had reached 100 million users. 100 million. What do you think it is now? 500 million? It's grown like a weed. So if you're not incorporating all these tools into your marketing, and let's face it, we grow our business via marketing, right? Isn't that how we do that? So, and getting to know people and creating relationships and all that good stuff. So that's really a key. Any other thoughts from people? Love to hear it.
Well, I would say besides LinkedIn, a lot of people use Facebook for marketing purposes. In fact, David and I had a conversation recently, and we both agree. I think it'd be a great idea to have a private Facebook group for Mycity, which would be a specific tool for networking purposes, because you have to opt in to be a member of it. But it's an easy way, because people are on Facebook a lot, maybe even more than LinkedIn. And that way, if you have like Bill Schweber, for example, he gets need requests for a certain type of attorney in a certain location. Through Facebook, you could post that request, and then if there are people available that can fulfill that request, that's an easy way to communicate directly within that group. And I didn't mean to take it away from LinkedIn, but that's something, a conversation we could have. And I think that's another valuable, leg in the table. So.
Well, it's kind of interesting. Thank you for bringing that up, because what I don't promote as heavily is Facebook. We manage people's Facebook accounts as well. So it's another opportunity to help you grow your business. My whole thing is helping you get more business, because what happens if you help somebody get more business? Do you think they're going to talk about you? Of course they are, right? Everybody agree to that?
Sure.
So I've got two systems that one's called the 3-touch system, which I need to talk to my programmer about because it needs to be updated. They say that if you talk to somebody 3 times in 1 month, the likelihood is that they'll remember you and they'll start talking to you more frequently. That make any sense to people?
Sure.
So I actually went to a seminar at UCLA by a guy that talked about it, and how people are, how you need to get yourself out there, but do it in a very short time frame to initiate it. Does that make sense? You like that? You believe it?
Yeah.
Good. So
I wanted to, yeah.
go
If
ahead.
I can, I wanted to, before the meeting's over, I had wanted to say something about like on referral networking with Burke Franklin.
Okay. What?
Go for
it. Go now. Yeah, no, I just want to say, Burke, like along in terms of networking, using whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, is that a thought came to me is I made several referrals to you recently, and it was a group of highly educated, like PhD type professionals that were looking to start businesses. So they were forming new corporations. They were, they had business ideas and directions, but between all of them, they're extremely smart in their areas, but they know very little about business or business plan. So we're trying to describe what they wanted to do to me. And I said, well, the starting point is you need to have a business plan. Put it in writing. What is it you as a group you're going to do? And I referred them to Business Power Tools as a base resource, to get a document, to information structure and form. They're really smart guys. But what the thought that occurred to me is that might be a little niche market for you. How many of these, highly educated, very specialized, trained people that are looking to start entrepreneurial businesses need to know what's that starting business plan, or how do you do it? How do you put a framework around that? And I was thinking that's something you might be able to put on Instagram, because for the most part, they're millennials. But anyway, that was just a thought. I wanted to toss that over.
Yeah, I appreciate that. If you want to send me their contact information, I can reach out to those guys as well. Some of these guys are too smart for their own good. So, they need help with this.
There you go.
Well, one form or another, if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur. So maybe I just wrote myself a note thinking about the power of an entrepreneurial business, the title. I think it's great, Phil.
Yeah.
If I may.
You know how to spell entrepreneur.
Do it like this. The E's always go before everything else. That's how I do it. The E is always first. Hey, as I'm listening, Phil, Burke, we need to connect. There is a kindergarten drawing that I use that I've been using for a decade to simplify the understanding of whether you're a hobby or a real business. In fact, if I talk with clients and they don't know what their NAICS code is, kind of tells me we got a little work to do. Because if you don't know your NAICS code, you don't know what business you're really in, and then the rest of the world knows you don't really know what business you're in. Just a comment, but we should connect, both Burke and Phil, today even.
Yeah, look forward to it. Great comment. I love that.
I just want to add one thing too regarding David earlier talking about being divorced and all that thing. My favorite lyric to a song is "My wife ran off with my best friend, and I really miss him."
That's funny.
Was that them both or just him?
That's his best friend.
It's him. I
Now
really
you
miss him.
now you sound like a country music writer.
Yep.
My favorite line: "I'm drinking doubles because she's drinking singles."
Ooh.
Acting single, excuse me.
Where all
Welcome
your
to the
exes live in
Mycity
Texas.
Country Music Awards.
You know, this just kind of made me think. We did like a month ago or better, we did shout outs to people about people, and that's a powerful thing to talk about, right? Why would you be talking about somebody else in this group? Maybe Scott, maybe next week we should do shout outs about other members that are recurring members in the group.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do that. And let me take a quick moment. We have a last minute guest who showed up, and I'd like to allow you the opportunity to say hello and introduce yourself. Emily, can you unmute? Tell us who you are, how you heard about the group, what you do, and who you're looking to meet.
So I am Emily. Heard about the group through Patty Lou / Ellen Holmes. And am a virtual assistant, podcast assistant. Working on a number of different projects, working with Kurt Ruskoff, who's on here. And looking with anybody who's interested in being on a podcast, or starting their own, anything like that, or anybody needing virtual assistant help.
All right, great. Thank you.
Emily, make sure you put your information into the chat room.
Okay.
Because I have someone with podcast needs right now, today.
Sounds good.
Well, that's why we're all here, and that's
I was going to say, yeah, that's a great example of power of the group there. You know,
the media
put it together, do some business.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out real quick, Kurt and Emily. Those two, I can honestly say, if you really want to get your message and business out, they are humble at what they do, and they are a dynamo team. That's my shout out for you. Shout out, Scott and Bob.
Yeah, why can't I find my stuff here?
awesome. You got a lot of talent here, folks.
You know
So
what? Right.
next week we will do some shout outs, and I'll be meeting with Bob separately. We're going to maybe map out like a schedule so that we can do some laser focused topic analysis, because you could talk about AI for a whole year. So if we kind of narrow down the focus on how we want to speak on that subject, I think that'll help the group. And we, of course, are welcome to suggestions. You can text me or email me or give me a call. I'd be happy to discuss with everybody. And if we haven't yet done a one-on-one, I'm going to also, like Kevin, invite you all to do a one-on-one with me. So thank you. Anybody else have some closing comments?
I'm just noticing in the Zoom, by the way, DeMar didn't get to speak either, but I'm noticing in Zoom now, if you raise your hand, it's getting notified on my Zoom meeting. Are others seeing that?
Yes. Yes.
Brand new feature.
It might just be you two, since you're the hosts of the event. I think it notifies the host.
You want to give? We have a few more minutes. Maybe DeMar, you want to talk about what you do?
I'll pass. The one thing that I'm having some issues with the links. So if we could go ahead and resend out the registration links because am having a tough time getting in both last Friday and today
No
with the
kidding.
links that I have.
And you use the same link? Is it the
Yeah,
same
and it
link?
was fortunately I was able you sent me some message today about today's meeting and a text, and I was able to from that be able to get in, but otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get in.
So bizarre. Do yourself a favor, save that link
Okay.
and use that.
Yeah.
So, I think there's been some Zoom hiccups recently. And I think technology is always either your best friend or your worst enemy.
Well, Bob, I like the way you messaged me on LinkedIn because it's like, oh, okay, click. It's so much easier to find the information.
That was very simple.
It was really easy. Otherwise, I had to look through my emails, and for some reason, Outlook has made it really difficult to find things.
Yes.
Have any of you used the summary feature at the bottom? There's a summary icon at the bottom of the screen where the AI will summarize a whole Zoom call. Now, that might be something you want to try, Bob. Just fire it up at the beginning and it sends an email, and it really is pretty extraordinary how that works. It saves taking notes on a meeting.
Oh yeah, and speaking of taking notes on a meeting, I'm using Fathom.video for my collaboration meetings, which records everything, gives you a transcript, a video recording, a summary, the whole deal, and it makes ghostwriting a book something that is far simpler, or even just creating content for a video listing or any kind of emails or content or any of that. So try out Fathom.video. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you spell that? Zabin?
Fathom, Fathom, like the measurement in the sea. .video.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. The best transcripts ever.
And Otter is another, I think it's otter.ai or otter.io is another.
Yeah.
Is Fathom a paid service or is that a free service?
It's free. They during their beta, they were giving more elaborate summaries for free, but I still get a pretty good summary for free. And you can copy a share link too, so that everybody who needs that meeting, you just send them the share link and they can have all the information at their fingertips.
Yeah,
cool.
Great suggestion. That was also Fathom was also brought up in that brokers meeting I mentioned earlier. That was one of the programs that they were saying use it. It's good. It's good. So I think that's right on point.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
And one little detail about that is some hosts block that from your allowing to use it
Yeah.
for copyright reasons. So
Yeah. Well, the other, one thing about it is it's very pushy. It always tries to come into every meeting that I go to, and I have to kick it out if I don't want it there. So, but other than that, I just love the thing. It's better than any other speech to text I've used.
Yeah, Otter is kind of pushy too. It's like, I didn't want you to record that.
Right? Yeah. Hello. Right. Yeah.
I guess it means AI is.
Meetings. Scott, thank you very much for hosting the meeting there today.
Oh, you're very
Did a
welcome.
Great job.
Great meeting. Great meeting.
Thanks everybody for showing up. Look forward to seeing you next week. Remember, we're going to talk about shout outs. So if you want to share some of the reasons to have a shout out, like your experience with a member here, please feel free to share them with me directly as well as Mycity. All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Bye-bye.
weekend. Betty, I did not get your number, but I hope I do.
Fun stuff.
Back at it again, Bob. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is going to be exciting in these next coming weeks.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this. You know, it's all about how you generate popularity, right?
Yes.
That's
So
the
I'm
whole
going to
name
reach
of the
out to
game.
Scott a little later. I'll catch up with you. Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. All right. Take care, all.